Hello, this is Ian Foster here with my new game I got, Slalom right here. Um, this is a game for the NES that I recently got. I thought I'd make a video about it. I very much enjoyed this game. It was pretty cool. It's an interesting game altogether. It's a skiing game. Right here you can see the three different areas: Snowy Hill, Mount Nasty, Steep Peak. Interesting enough about this menu here with the mountains is you can see me scrolling through them, and it makes the sound, no matter what direction you push, it's always going to go in order. So it's going to go Snowy Hill, Steep Peak, you know, Mount Nasty, and like rotate through. Even if you press left or right, it doesn't matter. It's still going to go in that order, which I thought was kind of interesting. I don't know. Nowadays you don't have stuff like that. I was fooled for a while, and then I kind of was like, hey, how come I can't go back, you know, because I kind of like the sound of it, so I don't know. Anyways, so continuing on, here's gameplay right here. You're basically a dude on some skis going down a mountain. There's various traps and whatnot throughout the course. Trees, snowmen. Well, they look kind of like blue cactuses. You'll see them later. Other skiers. You gotta go do the flagpole thing. Oh yes, about the flagpoles. At least in this game, you need to go through the flagpoles to maintain your speed. If you miss a flagpole, not like that time, but if you just, you know, aren't flipping around in the air and miss it, then your skier guy will slow down and kind of put his skis between his legs, or whatever you want to call it. Put him inward and slow down. Slowing your descent down this mountain. There we go. Got through my qualifying run at 154 kilometers an hour. Here's your bonus screen here. Getting little bonuses. What those are for, I don't know. You know, the high score is based on time, so as far as points go, I don't know what that adds up to, or does whatever. This game is pretty neat. I think the visuals are pretty interesting on this game. It all looks good. But some other things we'll talk about this game. At least it's past. This is a rare game. You know, popular for Donkey Kong countries and what have you. Killer Instinct is a popular game that they made, at least back on the Super Nintendo during Rare's heyday, I'm sure. But until they got traded to Microsoft, I don't know. I haven't seen a good Rare game, and I don't know how long. Somebody's gonna hate me for that, saying that, but it's all good. Haters gonna hate. Anyway, so this was it's the first Rare NES title that there was, and their very first video game ever developed by Rare. So this is quite a treat here, at least in a retrospective kind of historical way to gaming. The controls are actually pretty solid for this game. It's well made. It's got, you know, good objectives. You know what you're doing, things like that. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I'm making a video for it. But let's see some other interesting facts. Oh, there. See, I missed a couple of these. You can see them slowing down. You hit too many things, you flip over. Everybody passes you. You're not really racing anybody. It's just a time to beat. You know, even those other skiers on the track are nothing more than obstacles, even though they're annoying obstacles that you have to get through. Let's see. Oh, this game was actually first released for the Nintendo Versus system, which I didn't even know existed until I looked it up. It was an arcade cabinet that Nintendo put out that played NES games on it, and it was coin style. Oh, stop right there. You see that? Hot Dog Heaven. Never gotten to Hot Dog Heaven, but I want to know what it looks like. I hope there's hot dogs there. Yay, I got a high score. So as I was talking about, yeah, the Nintendo Versus system, which I found was kind of interesting. It played things like Dr. Mario and, you know, the original Mario Brothers and things like that. There apparently were some differences between the console games and the arcade cabinet versions. But for the most part, I found that quite interesting that they had something going on like that. Very interesting. Let's see. I think this menu is pretty cool. I like how it's like this purple and blue. I don't think the colors on the screen do it justice, at least in my opinion, on the computer, that is. I think I just picked a 2-player game, if I'm incorrect. And here I go. Oh, this is the other. Is this the other peak? I think this is the other one that I chose for this run. Let's see. So far, this new NES has been doing me pretty good. I bought it for a nice bit of money with about 9 games, so it's pretty good. Some of them I'm not so, not quite so fond of. Maybe there's something I'm missing to the Karate Kid game. I don't know. It's funny to watch, but gameplay-wise, I don't know. It's okay. Going through the trees and other things like that. Wow, that was an easy run. I did very well. Or was that? No, that wasn't the computer. I think I have a computer run coming up here pretty soon. Oh, Snowy Hill is what it was. So it's the first one. Okay. The other one's some peak something. Going down real fast peak. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, now I know I remember what I'm doing here. This is actually a 2-player run right here. Interestingly enough, I found in this game I was just, playing around doing whatever. And at this time, there is no 2-player controller connected to my console. What I basically did was just went to 2-player and started playing and then let the 2-player run. I was just watching it. And lo and behold, the first player can actually pause during the second player's run. As you can see right there, I just paused it again, which was pretty... I found this to be extremely amusing. Because if you do ever get a friend to come over and be like, hey, I got this awesome game of Slalom, we should play against each other and see who has the best runs. Well, the whole caveat of having that, first player being able to pause the second player's game is that you can completely screw them up. Not that it matters so much in this game, but you could be like, pause it right before a bunch of trees and just make him mad. And also, an interesting thing is that player didn't move and just finish that course, which I thought was pretty cool. So you can finish, just so y'all know, you can finish that course without pressing a button and go on to the next one, which is pretty interesting. Down to Cotton Candy. Snowy Hill, the qualifying trials you can beat without pressing any buttons. Awesome. I think they were saying something about the new SSX Tricky, or no, excuse me, not SSX Tricky, that is a particular game, but SSX where you could just not hold anything and then you get through the race anyways. That's kind of funny. I thought it was interesting. Right here I was trying to figure something out that I noticed in the after you finish the race and it's starting to tally up those scores. Well, it says 1 for time and it says 1 for freestyle points, and at the moment I'm trying to hit the 1 bump because I figured this out while I was recording it. So I was like, oh dang, I'm trying to get my time in so I can show something cool, I guess, which is the freestyle. As you can see, I've missed quite a few jumps already. Those little they're like little snowy looking mounds on the ground will make you jump without falling over. I think it slows down the time a little bit, but nothing significant. Oh, and as you can see, I completely missed those, no matter how, I was trying really hard here. I'm just jumping around. Oh, as you can see, the pause menu was kind of messed up, and that was a reset on my part. I was like, man, I gotta get this on the film here so it fits into the time marks. Just going, okay, here we go. And the excitement builds as we're racing down this slope. It's very interesting, the choices they used. It's very, God, what is the name of that Sega game? California Cruisin'? Is that what it is? Something like that. It's another game similar where you're in a car. Oh, see, and as you can see, you can actually do little tricks and stuff here off of these mounds, which I thought was pretty interesting that you're able to do that. He's just jumping around. I'm getting used to it. I think you press A and B at the same time. Once again, I barely got enough in here to do it. Ready? Here we go. Yeah. Oh. And if you wait too long, you'll hit the ground and mess up, and everybody laughs at you on the runs. On the runs. Oh, never mind. The pause menu's a little glitchy there, but it was pretty interesting. All right. This has been Ian Foster with the game Slalom.